Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we're going to be trying to get some camera and UI stuff set up. I have my little thing down here open and ready to go, and even got some lerping here to see if we can do some lerping this time around, but we'll see how this goes. So, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So, if you've noticed, I put my map and the follower in the same spot. Doesn't matter where this goes, this can go wherever the hell it wants to go. It doesn't matter where the player or the follower goes, because technically they're supposed to be teleported over to here, but we don't have that set up just yet. So what we're going to do, at the very least, is try to get our hands on some lerping. And I'm going to do some tests. It's fine to do some tests. I don't need to do that, I just need to do this. Or if I could just grab the game objects, put the game objects here, and change them up a bit. So anyways, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do camera zoom out and camera zoom in. Now, the thing I'm not entirely too sure about in this department with the way, wrong one. I'll just put this over here actually. This thing works because of the fact that it's trying to change the input and whatnot, but what we need to do is do an event sequence. We don't have that set up just yet, but we'll figure it out soon enough. So this is in an update slider. Do I have an update here? I do, so I can just go on ahead and put that here. I think I tried this before, a while ago, but the problem was it didn't exactly do the thing that I was expecting it to do. Also, I feel like I'm missing something here. I am definitely missing something here. I'm just doing the zoom in and all that stuff. I forgot what this one was. BGM? This is not what we want. Float. I guess I do need to get my hands on something here, so this is not what I want. I wanted this one, I think. I'll just call it zoom. That's what I'll call it, zoom. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a public float here, call it zoom, even though I don't think I need to call it a public float. And now, what am I missing? Am I not missing anything? Alright, let's see. Yeah, that just changes the zoom back and forth. We only need to go to 0 to 1. So here's what we're going to do. See if anything changed. It did. Good. We're going to put this inside of it this time. So camera zoom out. And 35. Negative 30. This is assuming I want that to be the zoom out. I'm not sure just yet. So that's probably the zoom out. We'll do adjustments here and there to see if we can get a nicer setup. And now we'll have the zoom in, which I guess I need to try to figure out what this is going to look like. So go to game. 2020. 2020. Okay, so change those all to 20. This is going to be interesting. I don't know if I did this in a different format, but we're going to do it now. I'm going to at least see. I don't know why I have a BGM slider. I don't need a BGM slider. Where are you here? You were only there for one thing. You're not needed for this one. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, BGM slider. Wait. Oh, no, that's the slider. Right. Camera. Right? It's gotta be camera, right? The slider is... Whoops. That's what it was? Pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, so the main camera just is the one... So this affects these three. This allows the camera to move and whatnot. I'll probably just put the camera up here, actually, so that, that... What the... I know you could do it like that. Well, that's good to know if I ever wanted to enter that inside of the thing or something. So right now, it's not going to work. Or at least I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, because we don't have anything set up for the zoom. Unless I do it like this. Well, so if I move the player, technically it'll do this and then zoom in, but not in a speed like that. So that's working this time. So I must have done something stupid, like put these outside of like the thing that follows the thing in the main or the start menu. That's the only thing I can think of that I did wrong. And like I said in Play-Doh, it's Shade's birthday today. Say hello to the... Well, not today. Yesterday. It might be today. We don't know. It's around the 16th. Say happy birthday to the birthday cat. Don't put your paw on the camera. Hey, happy birthday to the birthday cat. Meow. I know, Moo. You don't like being held still. Hey, enough. Get off my shirt. Get off my shirt, Moo. Meow. I say get off my shirt. Come on, you can do it. Really? Really? There we go. For crying out loud, cat. But yeah, the cat's birthday. She's 3 years old. Like I said in Play-Doh. Well, it's not like how people watch this stuff here anyways. But, yeah. Cat's birthday's today. Okay, so I guess this is what I need here. So if we want this to work, I need to do something. Create an event sequence. So, event sequence. It's simple, really. I need a public static bool, and we'll call it event. Event will always be equal to true. Every time, event will always be equal to true. I will even go on ahead and have this set up so that event equals true. It's funny how you're trying to like give me an actual event, but we don't have an actual event. So this is set up in a way, I guess it doesn't exactly matter where this goes, but you're going to see what this is. What event does is it keeps the camera moving out, which is good, because that is what we need. Am I right, cat? Cadillac SUV? Alright, so this one's going to be a little tricky, but I think I can manage. I guess what I should do is zoom out, and follow player. This is technically the follower, not the map camera, but the follower is the thing that allows for everything to do its thing. So zoom function. This one is easy. If event is equal to true and speed is, I guess, equal to or less than or equal to, depending on what direction it needs to go to, 1, I think. Let's see, true means it's zooming out. Zoom out is 0, right? Just double check. Yeah, right now it's in its zoom out state. That won't do anything because it's in game scene. But 0 is its zoom out state, so I guess we need it to be greater than or equal to 0. And we can even have some sequences set up so that it always stays where it needs to be, and if it goes over below 0, it goes to 0 exactly. Well, actually, no, it would have to be greater than, not equal to, because then it'll just keep going down and down until it can't go down no more. Yeah, and this is just basically its zoom out function. The zoom in function requires the event to be false. Let's see. I need zoom to go up how much is the question. Or go down how much. Let's just start at 0.5 for now. Or no, 0.01. 0.5? F, of course, can't forget about the F. Maybe, if event is equal to true, and speed is equal to true, and the only other thing we need here is check to see if event is equal to false, and speed is, I got a cat picture. Oh, also, birthday. There we go. Cat picture. And speed is less than 0. Right? Now I'm second guessing myself. Plus equals 0.05 if. Now that's good, but there's a few other things that we have to take into consideration here. Which is the map player instance. And I might want to grab some variables from the camera itself. But I can't remember how to do that. Annoyingly enough, I can't remember what I needed to do to make that work. Okay, I think it's literally just as simple as this. I'll just go on ahead and just, I don't know. As for variables, I'll just put the variable stuff in here. Camera link, I'll call it. Camera variable, yeah, we'll call it that. Map camera, we'll call that instead. And we'll go to intro camera, grab this thing, and change this out. It's not like I need to, no. It's not like I need to connect these that badly. But there might be an instance here where I don't want to have another static variable. This one does need to be static though, but it's fine. So it makes me wonder if I could just do camera.event instead, or if I have to do the global data variable. I mean, it's a good test here. Okay, actually, this is good. If camera.event is equal to false, and... Damn, I knew it. So in other words, I have to just do it as such. Unless I did something wrong here. Nope, no I didn't. It just don't want to work. Huh? Wait, what is that telling me? What is that also? Oh, that's weird. Why are you telling me that one's a private variable? Am I doing something wrong here? Map camera, 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 map camera, camera variable. Strange. Unless because that's not being used right now. I don't exactly have a variable I can use here at the moment, so maybe that's why that's doing that. Well, if I don't need it, I don't need it, but I'll have it there just because. So we have this here set. If it's false, the player can't move, I think. No, it should be true. Okay, which one is which? That's zooming it out, this is zooming it in. Zoom in means that there's no events. Right, so it does have to be false. This will prevent the player from moving if they're on the thing. There's going to be something else here in place for a certain event sequence, but we'll figure that out later. Right now, my main objective is to go on ahead and do some stuff here. Map camera dot event equals true. Not equals to, you fool. Equals true. I'll probably just do this so this is easier. So what this is going to do is just allow the player to, do their thing to get the camera to move. And then this is going to be set here as soon as it finds a stop and make it false. Although that might be a problem. So we might have to have another variable here just in case something occurs. For now, we'll see if this works. See if this works naturally. So let's see. Oh, wait, are you not going to work because that's not set up? Alright, where are you, player? I know I don't necessarily need it, but I'm grabbing it anyways. Oh wait, is it not going to work because it's on the follower? No, that wouldn't make any sense. That wouldn't make any sense at all because it's the map camera script that it's grabbing. Now is it going to work? It's not working. Let's see. You're going up too high. Well, first things first, you do need to get set to where... Oh, wait, right. Wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. Less than... or you're supposed to be less than 1. You're supposed to be greater than 0. Right? Why is the lerp not working all of a sudden? That's what I want to know. Well, that's because it was moving up very fast. Well, let's just see. Let's just keep testing things out and see how this works. It's still moving. It should not be moving. What are you doing? Maybe don't do an else if. That probably isn't going to help. Event is equal to false, which it is. Wait, greater than... Hold on. Less than 1. What the hell is going on here? False, and speed is less than 1. But why did it keep going up? That's the real question. That's what I don't get. What did I do wrong here? Event is equal to false, although I can't tell because there's no way to check to see where the hell this is. What am I doing wrong here? If speed is less, if it's false and it's less than 1, which it is, go up. But it's not true, is it? And then it just does that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to set up a failsafe here. Zoom failsafe. So if zoom... Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. That's the problem. There's your problem. I'm an idiot. That's why it's not working, because this frickin' thing isn't at zoom. I'm still going to have a failsafe anyway. So if zoom is greater than 1, then zoom equals 1. Same thing if zoom is less than 0, then zoom equals 0. That way it can't go anywhere down past the number it's not supposed to go past. There is that, though. Okay, hold on, I got an idea. We're going to do a start coroutine. We're going to call it event sequence. There's going to be a lot. Whoops. There's going to be a lot more to the event sequence than this, but you'll see what it's supposed to be for in a minute. Enumerator. I know it's been a while, but I'm sure I can still remember what I need to do. Okay, so I need was it yield return? New. And wait 4 seconds. Whoops. 0.25f. And then what this will do is make event equal false. And that's how it goes on ahead and makes it so it's false after some time has passed. I could probably also have a variable here for the player to use. So I'll just call this one public bool player active. Make it simple for me to use here. And what this does, well, it's going to be false by default anyways, so As soon as it goes on ahead and runs this sequence, player active will then equal true, allowing for this to do its thing. So camera.player active equals true. Whoops, wrong one. If it is equal to true, and it does all of its sequences there, then that will do its thing. It won't do anything until this has done its event thing, and this will already be false. But this just prevents that from doing anything. This can't do anything anyways, but this is just here to stop the player from moving if they don't need to move. And I guess I could technically do the same thing here. So I could just have... Oh, that works just fine. Just have this here so that the player can't just move immediately. Get that failsafe set up and ready to go. Okay, good. There is one other thing that I would like to do before I fully start. And that is to get my hands on a fade-out transition on the camera. How the hell am I going to do that? That was a good question. That's a good question there, Fred. I'll figure it out at some point. I'll somehow figure it out. I'll put it in the main camera. I am in the game screen, so I can't see what the hell's going on. Alright, now, where are you? Here? Good, good, great, but not good. Not great. Not exactly where I need you to be right now. Yeesh. I don't need you to be that big either. Don't remember why that one was so big. What does this game camera look like right now? Okay, so we can still see. And now I just need you to move ever so slightly. What are you again? 50. Okay, I don't know what 50 is here. 70? Ah, perfect. That's a good question. This doesn't have any shadow on it, right? Cast shadow off. Receive shadows off. Unless I have no clue. I'm sure there's a way to make it so that it can't get affected by the light. What are you doing, cat? Where are you? Are you in the trash can right now? You best not be in the trash can right now. No? Well, where the hell did you go? An old cat just scratching at something. Or you could be behind the trash can as well. You behind there? No? Implausible. Where the heck's that cat go? I know how to get her out. Another cat. Alright, how about a little bit of this? You're kind of distracting me right now. Oh, that's messed up. There you are. What you doing down there? Stop scratching stuff. Can't you see I'm busy? Alright, let's see. So how about we move it? No. Yeah, like that. There's our game camera. Receive shadow. Is there any way I can turn it off getting light or something? Or good question. Good question indeed. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because it's supposed to be way more darker than that. Unless it is dark, but we just can't see it. It's fine for now. So is that where we want that to be? Is that going to cause any issues, or do I want to bring this like a little bit more inwards? So let me see. So what, is 3 enough? 5. Jeez. Yeah, 3.4 maybe. Because if I bring it to 29, yeah, you can't see it, so... I don't know, 31 or 35. It doesn't matter. So long as it's just right on the camera, that's all that matters. Okay, good. Well, there's the camera's little fade-out sequence. Makes me wonder if this is anything contributing to it. Does not look like it. Nope. Well, it doesn't need to be big. It just needs to be like that. Alright, let's see. That fade out transition went by way faster than I expected it to. Is it because it's not big? Is that why? Do I really need it to be that big, bro? Do I really need to be that big? Well, let's see. Is it going to be fast? It's not doing anything at all. Interesting. Yeah, the fade transition, right? Okay, we'll worry about that later. Fade transition instance. See, now that's the thing. Do I want that to go faster, and do I want this to be at 0.5 instead? Or slower, I mean. We'll try 0.25. One thing I don't understand how this thing works is the speed of which it disappears, because sometimes it disappears quickly, sometimes it doesn't. Well, that disappeared quickly. Is it because this thing is moving away from the camera? And also, do I want it to really zoom in that much? There are like multiple things we can do here to like test things out. Apparently not like that. Apparently once that's set in stone, it can't move. Interesting. Well, this is why we're testing. So apparently this isn't moving? I don't know. Is it moving? I'll do some tests here. Maybe it's moving, but it's just not moving fast enough to keep up with the camera. So what if it's like 0.5? Didn't look like that did anything. Alright, well we did like 75 seconds. See, I'm not sure if it's because of the size that it's not... Yeah, there it faded out just fine. Alright, so let me try something else here. So what if I did 5s instead? How's that gonna look? Slightly zoomed in, but not enough. That goes in pretty slowly now, we put it at that. So what if I brought this back up to a 5 again? It'll probably go way too fast though then. It would be a bit more instant than it needs to be. At least I know that this is working. But there's still a hell of a lot more that I have to do. Zoom out and follow the player. You can probably hear the sound effects of the player moving, that's fine. At least everything seems to be working in this department. And the real question is this what I really want it to be? Because I do kind of like to zoom in even further. I'm not going to lie, to zooming in even further is pretty good. So what if I get a good middle ground of 28 and 23? And instead of this, we do it at 3. So it's fast, but not too fast. And also, I gotta check to see if this thing is, I don't even have this thing scrolled down to here now, do I? This is the wrong thing, I need to go to here. Yeah, look at that move. Now, the thing is, I can't tell if this is stuttering a bit because, you know, I don't know how fast the player is going. Let me try some different speeds here. I'll move around in certain motions to see which one's smoother. Because I don't have any of the larger areas yet, and I don't have the map open yet because it's mostly just UI work. Yeah, this one's a little bit fast. Again, it's hard to tell. If I moved it to 21, is that too fast? I'll go on the bridge back and forth. It does seem a little bit stuttery, doesn't it? Yeah, like if I were to put it at 100. Yeah, then that's just way too stuttery. 19 seems like it's not it's too slow. And again, I can't exactly see the player right now. Well, what I could do, actually, that's fine. I'll just go back over to here. Oh god, what am I doing? Don't do that. What I could do temporarily is hide these and see where the player is moving to. Alright, go. I didn't want to fucking do that, you idiot. Fine, I'll just go back over to there, no problem. The camera's there, so I can do that, no problem. Matter of fact, before I go over to there, I'm going to hide these right now. And now I'm going to unpause instead of unplay. Oh, well, isn't that just annoying? All this shit's open now. I could just easily hide the game scene script. Yeah, grid space and navigation. We'll see if this is going to work. Straight shot, short movement. Hard to say, really. The player is kind of following in the center. This doesn't do much. If I put this at 19, how fast does it go now? Hard to say. Let's try 15. Let's get the low ball. Oh, there is a noticeable difference. The player gets further away from the, what do you call it? Okay, so fine-tune it. Looks like the player is moving further away. I can't tell because these damn arrows in the way, but I can't get rid of them either, so this is kind of not going to work anyways. The arrows allow the player to move. Seems fine. It hits it mark where it needs to hit it. Did that one look further away? Yeah, that one's just behind the player. And it's still somehow catching up to the player. This is interesting. I'm sure those sounds that are occurring in the background are pretty good. Am I catching two different audio sources? Is that why it sounds like it's doubling up right now? Well, let me mute this. I don't think that's going to do anything. It might just mute the entire desktop. Go back and get real quick. Was that playing constantly doubled up? Because I didn't notice that at first. I guess the desktop audio is just automatically there. I don't know. I'll have to test that out. I'm only 34 minutes in. Damn. 18 seems like a good speed, so it's not too choppy. But I can't tell for certain. I'm uncertain. But we got the camera zoom out working. And I got the lerp working as well. Which is good because that gives me more time to do stuff. I guess I'll just have this be like 5 then. So now here comes the interesting part. We need to get the UI stuff made. For the time being, I will disable you so I can see what I'm working with here. But all of this UI stuff has to be on the main camera. I was thinking about having it on the follower, but I feel like the main camera is better. So what I should do is create an empty and call it level hub. Because I'm going to have a voice log hub as well, but that's not something I can make just yet because we're nowhere near voice logs. That's not until the third zone, and even so, I don't know if I want to build the last voice log level, because that is probably going to suck. The follower is still going to have this be its thing and moving it where it needs to be. The camera doesn't need that. But this is where all of this is going to reside, inside of the level camera hub. And I'll even do it at a rotation of 50. So it at least matches this thing's rotation. Unless that doesn't matter, in which case... Would you stop doing that? At this point, I should just lock these out, so I can't... I can lock out navigation, but still, though, get the fuck out the damn way. Okay, so here's the tricky part. How the hell am I going to do this and figure out where the camera is? Okay, it's fine. So I guess first things first, we'll get the zone name set up. So zone name. This one, thankfully, is only really going to need planes. Planes. Although this part, however, is annoying. What was it again to get this to be exactly where it needed to be? Definitely not that. 270, right? Yeah, 270. Although I will say probably having this rotate so that the planes are just at 0 is probably a better thing to do. Hold on a second. Nah. Just leave it at this. So here are where things are going to get a little interesting. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. So what, do I like bring it to... No. Let me lock it. 0.1? Is that a grid block space? I can't tell. Let's see. Yeah, 0.1 seems to be the block space, so that'll work. Now I just need to go on ahead, leave that as such, and hide the audio because I don't need that right now, and go to Object Materials. I'd say the one thing that sucks about the way we're doing this here, because we're doing it like a 1x1, if you look at the texture here and how small that is literally 2 size. Pixels per unit, 1. It is literally 23 by 23. I don't even know if I can show you where the hell the damn thing is, but this is literally a 23 by 23 image. Matter of fact, show and explore. 537. Properties. Details. 23 by 23 pixels. It just makes it easier for me to do this because getting a screenshot is going to leave it with like little lines and whatnot. And plus I can do this in Photoshop where I already have the color scheme that I need for this. Right there, ready for me to use. Okay, enough screwing around. Back to business. I need to go over to textures, object textures, and just go to wall. And don't receive shadow and don't cast shadows. I'm going to build this as is, assuming this is going to let me build it. I don't need to build it like that, though. And now I need you to be 1, I think. Depends on how much space I decide to give myself here. 0.1. And now here's where things are going to get frustrating. Wait, not 10. Well, that would be 10, so 1.11 then. We want it to be even. Okay, what are you supposed to be? Definitely not that. This one might be more challenging, actually, now that I think about it. 0. Wait, that isn't even needed. Why? Okay, again, it's just the way this stupid system works. 5? No, that doesn't work. It's going to be Z. Oh, this is where that comes into play. Would you knock it off? What? What is what? Stop it. This is why I don't like messing with the rotation. Okay, why don't I just do this then? Move it via blocks and whatnot. And now I just do this, or do this. 0. I don't know. 4, and that would have to be 0.5. No, that is fine. It's just this. That is trippy. Is that right? 0.5? Oh yeah, because this is moving by ones. That's not. And you need to be 0.9. And you need to be 0.1. Well, actually, if that's the case, then I could probably just... Well, first things first, floor. Then I could probably make you like... Yeah, 10. Or 10. And you can be 0.5. No, not 0.5, you fool. You could be 2. Or 2.25. Doesn't exactly matter where. And now there's our plane, or the hub instance. Alright, so here's this. You can't see that, obviously. So let's you be the 0.5, I think. Okay, so now I need to adjust the size of this thing. You need to do this to 0.1. Depends, really. I don't know how big this is going to be. Okay, so this doesn't need to be that big. So I can make it like 0.5. Or 0.25. Can't see. So I need you to not do that. What direction? I could just do this. There we go. Let's try 0.3 and let's try 0.05. 2. Again, I don't know. Well, I guess it depends. Yeah, that's that actually might be a little tricky now that I think about it. Are you guys gonna move normally, or do I need to bring you back to normal? Let me just bring you back to normal. Whoops, no, you are fine as is. For crying out loud. Let me just bring you back to normal, put you back to your regular position, and actually just make you larger here. But larger in a sense where it's basically just like, you know, a giant box. Granted, I could just do a UI. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, but I've decided upon it. This is what I'm doing. It's too late. I'm already doing it. Besides, I think it's better this way. Showcases the weirdness going on with this. Okay, that should be big enough. Well, this is assuming that we want this to be even larger, so I guess what I could do, actually, cat scratch. I could do like 1.5, but move this like up. Well, wait, no, actually, no, you gotta be 0.1. 7, or 7.25. And now that means you fools have to be, I don't know, 1.5. As I've said, it doesn't exactly matter where the hell you guys go or how the hell you're set up. And I could even copy this and move this where I need to move it to. For other things, like the level name and all that stuff and a bunch of other things. Doesn't exactly matter, so long as I got my space, it works just fine for me. 25. Or was it 0.25? And now here comes the painful process of trying to figure out where the hell everything here is going. So, what? You saying 65 is good? I'll be inclined to believe you. No. It depends. How big do I actually want this to be? Because I can make it even smaller. Because this is where the zone's name is, but it needs to be a decent... It needs to be decently high, but it needs to not be too high. That seems too high. Most of this seems too high. So it pops up here. Then the level requirements pop up here. And then the mini-map and other things pop up here and here. Is this a good size? uncertain, but it's fine. Now is where we go on ahead and put in, where is it? Legacy text. I'll just call this one, well, yeah, all these are going to have separate canvases, so this is going to have to be what it has to be. So I'll just call this zone name. We got the canvas here that I got to make sure is in the world space. Let's make sure we're here so I can see where the hell the camera is. Matter of fact, I don't even know where the hell the damn canvas is. I guess first things first, let me just go on ahead and just do high lands. I'll go on ahead, no, paint maze. Go to paint maze, I don't recall where the hell I was before this. Where's the text at? Show me where the text is. Oh, Christ, that's high as hell. 300. Again, depends on where the hell all this is going, so I need to adjust some things here. I don't know where the hell you think you are or why the hell you think you belong there, but you don't. You don't belong there. What did you... Okay, alright, I see how it is. See how it is. Try to be an issue now, fool. Here this fool's trying to be sticking to its weird little rotation when it's really supposed to be like this. Oh, Christ. Okay, I guess we can't do that, but that's fine. Where the hell are we? That's a good question. Where the hell are we? Where am I? 2, 5, 100, 50, 500? Well, it's not going to help if I can't see where the hell everything is, so 5, 50. Where the fuck's the canvas at? Okay, yeah, I get your point. Let's just do that then. And go back to the zone name. I still don't know where the hell this canvas is. This is a nightmare to try to freaking figure out. Okay, how about now? Okay, alright, is that the canvas? Is that the size of the canvas? Am I seeing the canvas size here? Is that what the canvas looks like right now? 1 for 1? It's still not moving the way I want it to move. Okay, alright, so we have our canvas, 1 to 1. Maybe not 100. I mean, I guess it doesn't... Nah, it's still good to not go too overboard. Where the hell are you? 10. Okay, yeah, that's still a lot. 5. I'll do negative 0.1 so that that's not in the way. So, okay, so now where are you at? That's a good question. Where the hell are you at? You're not conforming to the size of the canvas. That's what you're doing. So 20 and 5? Is that what I'm getting at here? 5. Man, I can't see shit. It also would help if I knew exactly where everything needed to be. That does seem to be in place, but I still don't know if this is going to work. So let me just go to 300. I'm going to do this first. 0.1. And just do like, that's pivots, you fool. 100, 100. Okay, well, 100's not working. 200, 50. Oh, God. Sure. 0.01. That seems like a good size. So then what do you need to be? 2,000? Probably way more than that. Well, I guess first let me figure out the size of the canvas. So it's not that. How about 29? Okay, 29 is good. Don't know what to do. 100's not good. 200 seems like it's fine. I mean, we'll do like 250 or something. And if we're doing 250, then that means you gotta be 2.5. There. So that means you gotta be 29,000. I guess, yeah, just do the math. It works perfectly when you think about it. If you think about it, the math is sound. Okay, let's see. That's too high, so why don't I just go for a solid 1.5. Highlands. Assuming I spelled that right. No, it's high cliffs. We already got so many things named by their land, I don't need it to be like that. High cliffs. There can only be one. Don't know the way the things sounds. Although, granted, I feel like it's better if I just have this be adjusted via the followers tab, so I'm probably just going to leave that blank. Alright, our first canvas. Now I got to remember what I needed to do for the UI stuff. Good question, good question. Is the UI here? No. That is a good question. Where did I have UI stuff? I'll just open up a script and remind myself. I would like to get to a point where I don't have to open up a script and I can remember everything that I need to remember. But that's not going to happen. I imagine I have to go to something like Blockology? Yeah, Blockology, that's right. Alright, Blockology. Yeah, you did have the Unity Engine UI thingy, so let me just bring my camera up. I think. Yeah, camera up. I'll just move you. I don't even think I need you anymore because I got my Lerp supply here. Okay, so you got your Unity engine. Now, if I remember correctly, I just needed to get text box, right? Was that it? Text boxes? Yeah, public text. Got it. Okay. So I'll just go on ahead and put this, maybe not underneath here, maybe underneath the game object, so we'll have just text objects, and also, you probably should be this. So public text zone name. We'll also do one for zone level. And this one we could just change to whatever we need to change it to. Maybe assuming that's a pretty big assumption. Now all I gotta do is just put it in the update. Wait a minute, hide it. I got my text. I think all I need to do is just put it in the update department, right? Yes, of course. Yeah. Block name.text, or in this case, zone name.text, then equals whatever the string is that we decide to use here. So I'll also have a string. Yeah, it's just that. Public string, we'll call it zone name text. Sure. Zone level, or no, level name text. And you're supposed to be level. Yep, all the levels are going to have names. I got to come up with 999 names for levels. That's going to be fun. Well, now that I think about it, I probably should put this entire freaking thing somewhere else. Hold on, let me... No. And I'll just go over to... Well, no, I could just do like zoom function region zoom function. So we got our basic zoom out. I'll just call this zooming zoom in / out, or zoom in or out, doesn't really matter. And we just end that region, you fool. Good, we got our zoom stuff set there, so I don't have to worry about that too much. So now I'll go on ahead and do the same thing with my text function. Region text function. And region, don't you dare try to do the damn thing I don't want you to do. So this one is pretty simplistic enough, all I gotta do. Well, no, the thing here is that level still can change. It's the zone that can... Okay, hold on. That's a good question. How the hell do I want to have that set up? Well, I guess first things first, zone name.text equals zone name text. We can at least get that set up. I realized something. The level names do change, and I gotta figure out what the hell I plan on doing here. Do I plan on having several different level names inside of this script? Is that what I plan on doing? That's a good question. That is a good question. I guess that's something I have to worry about at some other point. But the level name text would then change multiple times. Well, I did say there's a maximum amount of levels. Good question. I'll do that later. When we get to the levels, I'll do that later. For now, I guess what I can do is just have this level name.text equals a level name text. And what I can do inside of our legal... Well, I don't have the level name just yet, but I can get that done with pretty quickly. All I gotta do is just take this zone name, then we'll go on ahead and go name into lev name. I guess the things here that we need to change, assuming that I can just, do it like, just like -7. That's 6, you fool. Same thing, -7, and then we just go over here and we just do negative, and then that's fine where that's at. All I would need to do then is just move this to negative this, and see what the hell this is going to be like. We'll just call this begin game or some shit. Doesn't exactly matter. Alright, what does this look like right now? That's a good question. I don't think negative's going to be enough. It is enough! Look at that! Negative is still enough. I guess technically 0 is here, and just a small amount of movement there changes it. Begin game! And then we just go on ahead and temporarily just put the high cliffs here. I don't even know why I bother capitalizing it. It doesn't even work. What difference does it make? Barely any. Unless it's the guy cliffs. So that would mean that this probably needs to be adjusted. I mean, this is not centered, is it? Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just do it like this. That one's more down below. I mean, if I were to put this more upwards, then it probably would work just fine if I put it at like this, or nah. Just leave it as such. Middle is fine here, bottom is fine here. The high cliffs there is fine, the level name here is... Well, it depends. How big are the level names going to be? Depends, really. I cannot fit that many M's in here, but I can fit an E. Which I guess I should probably do 3,000 then, shouldn't I? Look, I don't think I'm going to need to fit in that many M's. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 M's, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Just, I don't know, it depends. It depends on how big I really want this to be. I could just... So let me think of a good name. What if I... Okay, so... Hedge Maze Beginnings. And let me just... That works perfectly because it actually frickin' fits. Okay, good. Just frame. Hedge Maze Beginnings. That's a lot. I don't know. Like, okay, I could just probably make it 0.05. Or maybe not 0.05, but 0.75. Nothing too big. Plus, if I can't do it now. Plus, if I were to like have this thing go up further, you can see it more. So 0.75 seems good for a level size. That seems good for the zones. Well, okay, actually, this is a good thing to do. I'm going to go over. That's the wrong thing. Also, how much time has passed? An hour. But it's fine. I'll just try to get some stuff done with here real quick. Where the hell is my... here we go. Okay, so... Mountain Crossroads. That's one of the larger ones, and it seems to... Wow, wait. Mountain Crossroads. Okay, here's another big one. Abandoned Laboratory. Huh? Wait, what? Abandoned Laboratory. Okay, I can fit that somehow just fine. There is Radiated Wastelands. Maybe that one's going to be big. Radiated Wastelands. No, that does fit. That also does still fit. And the laboratory is pretty much the longest one here, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, no, that works. I haven't found anything here that looks like it's too big, and even so, like... the hidden jungle. Yeah, no, there's no way. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6, 15 with the G's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15. And then it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. And then with the H is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Still 23. But regardless, everything still fits. I haven't yet to see anything here that has not fit. Everything kind of fits in that one space, so I have a lot more room here to work with, I think. In the house. It's not like the level names are going to be that ginormous. There's no reason for them to be that big. I cannot fit the house, but that's fine. I don't know where the hell this thing is at right now and where its size is at. So, yeah, that's fine. I'll bring this up to, like, 300 so that we have a lot of space, even though it doesn't matter. But that's a lot of space here to work with, so I shouldn't have to worry about that, or at least I hope I don't have to worry about that. It's hard to say. Alright, so you've got your zone name right over here. You've got your level name, which I should change to... level name, you fool. And also, here's hoping that this doesn't do anything stupid because of me changing that up. So, zone name, of course, High Cliffs. And we'll just do a placeholder text or something. And we can't see it now, obviously, but that's fine. Okay, so now there's a lot more left that we have to do here. I'm going to at least try to get a few things set first before I do anything else. For instance, I need to get ZN zoom out. This one's going to be interesting. So basically just copy this. 3265. 0.32. 0.65. This is assuming that the zoom isn't taken into consideration. Which I don't think it is. I think this, or the scale, I mean. I could. It's not like it really matters that much. Link it 0.2. 0.2. 3260. Oh. Well, that's a problem regardless. Okay, this didn't matter then. This just isn't in the right spot. Well, it still doesn't matter because it's still not in the right spot. Where is that even at then? This is weird. I can't tell where this thing's at. Is this the thing that allows me to do local, or is it this one? Pivot. Yeah, no, I don't need it to be that. I need it to be pivots. No center, just pivots. That's how we get everything to work here, is via pivots. So this is going to kind of work the same way. It's basically just going to use this zoom function here to move everything where it needs to be moved to in the UI department. So now we have our, where is it? Yeah, we got our game objects over here. So now we basically just do the same thing here, but I'll separate it. So we'll have a zone, zone we'll call it, assuming I can call it that. Zone zoom out and zone zoom in. And this is just going to do the same thing as this zooming sequence. I guess I should just call this one the zoom function. The zoom setup. What did I just do? Oh, is that the undo and... Okay, I see how it is. Wait a minute, I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it like this, so I could just do this, even though it doesn't really matter that much. Zone, transform.position. And I'll essentially just go through here and just go to zone. Copy it so I don't have to do this constantly. And it will do the same thing with the zoom in and zoom out. Though I don't know the direction that this is going to be in, so I guess we'll just have to figure that out once we've gotten this set. So I'll set that up soon. Zoom in. So this is more, this is less zooming in and more just moving in whatever direction this is. Yeah, I guess it doesn't exactly matter. Well, no, it does kind of matter. God damn it, I didn't want you to go that far out, you fool. In. Yeah, where's it? What is it going in? That direction. Well, I think it's more so just me having to move this, so what if I just move it like at 1 or something? So is that far enough away? Well, I guess we'll find out, and I guess we'll figure out if this is even going to work or not. So like I said, this is the level hub. This is where pretty much everything here is for the level. So here's our zone name. Here's the zoom out, and here's the zoom in. We're going to see if this is going to work. And because it's connected to the camera, yeah, so I need to reverse these then. So this one needs to be the zoom in, which I don't know why the hell I had that be in when this is supposed to be out. And I guess you don't need to be that much. You need to be like, I don't know, 3.5 or something. Also, speed is still taken into consideration, so don't forget that. Alright, I think I could just do this, right? Yeah. There's our zoom in, there's our zoom out. We don't even have to change anything here. We'll see if the speed is good for this one. So it stays there, comes out, and everything just comes in. Everything goes away, but not yet for this one because I don't have that one set up. But that one's easy enough to set up too, because all I gotta do is just set up level name zoom out, which is basically just the same thing as this, but negative. I think. Pretty sure, at least. Yeah, it should be that. And the same thing with this, just get rid of this and call this L, and then we'll just make this one a negative without you getting in the frickin' way, you foolish fool. Which is foolish and fool. And now I just do the same thing here and hope I can do level. I mean, if I can do this despite the fact that we already have one thing that's called zone, then theoretically it should work. That's a pretty big theoretic. The zoom is fine then, because that kind of coincides with the position of everything else. So that, I did not need to do it like that. No, I did need to do it like that. I forgot to copy this back, so that's fine. And now we just set up the main, or the followers level name right here. Right here. And we got zoom out and zoom in. So that's essentially that setup. I guess technically I could also just set this up in, zone name. And have these all be in here so I don't have to, worry about all of this being all over the place. More consistency. Even though the less game objects we have to worry about, the better. But, well, maybe it'll be fine. So you're set now, right? So now that means you guys should be automatically out of here. Yep, there it goes. And it just disappears like that. I don't know why, but I like that a lot. There's a few other things I can get set up, though, but it's going to take a little bit while longer to do. Maybe not as long as you would think, but it's still a little, So, for instance, what I can do is set up, what I want to do here. Main menu. So this one's going to be tricky. For this one, all I really need to do is just move this where exactly? So, maybe not, no, 6. Not 6 either. 7, you fucking idiot. 8. Or 75. It depends. If we have it no, 75. We have all the stuff here, then that would fit just fine. So we just call this one main menu. The zoom out here is going to be different, but I don't have that set up just yet. And this one's going to be different too. And it's going to also have a different setup here, but it's fine. So I'm going to go on ahead. What was it? That doesn't really matter. ESC-main menu. I don't even know it doesn't matter. I'm still doing it anyways. What does it look like? Yeah, we barely have any room here. Plus, it needs to move a little bit over anyway, so... What's it gotta be? 1. So then what should the size of this thing be? That's a good question. That is a good question. Because I never really realized just how small the space here is we have. That is not what I wanted. Okay, so what if I were to then... Wait, isn't it supposed to go to the left? I guess because... Wait, no, hold on. Oh, because of the fact that that's like that. I guess that works. Escape to enter the main menu, which we don't have set up just yet, but that's fine. And then aside from that, I mean, the zoom in and zoom out, the zoom in is still good here. But we don't want that here now, but rather over in this direction? Yeah. So I guess that's a good question. Since that's 32 to 5, well, first of all, I need you to not do this. I don't know why the hell you're this to begin with. Actually, I don't even know why the hell you're that to begin with. Are you the same? That is not where that's supposed to be. Oh my god, it's just... It's like it never ends. It never ends with its weird setup. Hold on, where is this at? Again, cut it out. Stop it. Get some help. You foolish idiot. It's not even a fool anymore. You're just an idiot now for constantly changing this when you don't need to fucking change it. I don't care if it's very small, minute amounts. You shouldn't be changing it to that amount to begin with. What went wrong in this game or program's coding to allow for this to be a thing that could just happen like that? This is what I don't understand. Oh. Well, first of all, maybe you shouldn't be that. Maybe you should be 0.75. Oh boy, there it goes, moving again. Stop it, you fucking clown. Well, again, that's the wrong one. 0.74. Or was it 75? Hold on, what was it again? Yeah, it was 74. Ugh. 0.74. What's up over here? Good, great, fantastic. So now we just adjust all of this shit and make sure that this is right. Oh, wait, right. That means you all have to be 0.74 still. That's fine, I can do that, no problem. 0.74. Okay, so remember, 32 to 5. So that's like, what, 28? I think it's 28. So that 0.74 is actually 1. Because, you know, this goes to the 9. Because that's an 8 there. So that would be a 2. Which then brings that over to 1.02. Well, maybe not here, but I will copy this and I will bring this back to this, and then I'll go over to zoom out and bring this over to here. Now the good question is this going to actually work, or is it going to be too much? First things first, I need to go on ahead and just do this here real quick. We'll just call this one main menu. Copy. Do the same thing for these fools over here. And now, no, I'll just grab this one since it's a little bit more in my reach, even though it doesn't really matter that much. Give me main menu. I can do this. I don't want the zoom, I just want the zone. And now all I gotta do is just connect that to the follower and see what that looks like. Zoom out, assuming I did this right and I didn't do it stupidly, which I hope I didn't. Zoom in, zoom out. Good. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Everything zooms out like that. So yeah, the level thing over here is going to zoom out. This one's going to be bigger, and this one's going to be bigger, and there's going to be like a thing that's like this big, and then this big. There's hopefully be a mini map here. Mini map can be a different size whenever it needs to be. Okay, so now that that takes care of that, it's time for enter level. You better not do the stupid. That's all I have to say. You better not do the stupid. -7. D4. These thankfully don't need to change. You, on the other hand, do need to change. And you, on the other hand, do need to move. Where exactly? I don't know. -29. Let's try. What? Not you. I meant you. There. Is that fitting? Good, it does. But that's not the name of the thing. Enter level -E. Well, that's good and all, but now here's the ish. That's too far. We could also just call it select level. It's still too far. Oh wait, no, that's fine. I guess the only other thing that I would need to change a little bit is 3.5. So it's more centered and instead of close to the edge and down by the corner. You need to get your ass. Also, how long have we been recording so far? Almost an hour and a half. And like I said, that's fine. What is it, 0.5? No, 3.5. Or for this one, we can do 3.75. Unless 3.75 is not good. Again, it's got to be increased in size. So 3.8, I guess is good. Okay, so that takes care of that. Tell me you're all fine. Okay, good, great. Now, where the hell are you at? So you need to be negative. And you need to be negative. I mean, yeah, that's basically just that. And I don't even do anything else here, which is good. And now we just do the same thing with this one over here. I'll call it just select level. I might even just change the names of those things to select level as well. The longer it is and the more unique it is, the easier it is for me to set this up. You know what I mean? You need to move your arse out and you need to get over here and also space yourself out. Space yourself. The longer it gets, though, the more convoluted this gets. But it's fine. Everything seems to be working just fine with this setup. Okay, I'll just call you select level. When I want to select something, I want to select something, not highlight it, you fool. Good, great. Go to here, put this stuff in. Oh, and yeah, there's a hell of a lot more with these things. I mean, I can at least get the screen set up and the zoom out and all that stuff set up. So there's still more UI things that I have to get set up, but that's fine. I got way more space here in the game scene than I did in the other scene. What the hell? Why is that the case? Are you not even full? You're saying full, but you're not really full. I don't get it. It's giving me way more space, unless scale is... But that doesn't make any sense. Why are you giving me way more space? Unless this is more out. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. This is zoomed out right now. That's a good question. Does that mean I want you to... I see the issue. I changed this to something that it's not supposed to be. So now it should be good. Now it's not too out there. Which means, does this need to be further? I mean, at least this showcases everything kind of like perfectly, showing off the level here. Got these nice little UI things here. I wish the planes weren't affected by the goddamn lighting, though, that's for certain. I'm sure there's a way I can do that, give myself a nice, smooth, solid Vantablack. You're not receiving shadows. That doesn't do anything. At least not that I know of. I'll check. Maybe that is the case. Maybe it does need to receive shadows, but not cast shadows. That didn't do shit. That's not doing shit either. Off? I didn't do anything. Off? Nope. Hell, I don't know. Object inclusion? No. Shadows only. What did... Oh, I'm looking at... Well, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. That's what I'm supposed to be looking at. Does that look like it's received shadows? I can't tell. I should do it to the longer one first. I'm assuming this is the bottom black one, right? Yes. Yeah, okay, just need to make sure. That's what I don't understand, is why the lighting affecting this. Unless I can get rid of lighting. Is there a way I can get rid of lighting? I don't know what this is, but I don't need this anyways. Off? Does that do anything? No. Maybe I would turn both of them off. It didn't do anything, or at least it didn't look like it did anything. Convex? No. Convex? I don't know what the hell that is. These are things that I did not learn to use because I didn't think I would need to learn to use it for the paint maze. If I need to learn to use it for other things, I'll learn to use it. It's not really necessary for paint maze outside of just turning it on and off if I don't need it. But for some reason, it doesn't affect planes. No idea. I guess it doesn't really matter. That's mostly there for the mesh render. Oh, mesh colliders. Why is there a mesh collider? Because it doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm not entirely too sure what this thing is doing. We don't have anything for that. I can't turn off the lights, the thing to receive lights. At least, not that I know of. Would it be in render? That just renders a light. I can tell you that much for a fact. Surely there's some way to have something not take in any light at all. Because that is something that is actually very important to have for certain things. I don't think I have the ability to do that just yet. I'll have to look it up. But I'm not wasting my time with this just now. Yeah, look at those. Look at those things move in and out. The lerping works just fine. I just have to do it right. I'm pretty sure I screwed it up the last time, but I guess it doesn't matter. So now the only other thing left for me to do in this department. It's simple, really. Minimap. Simple as that, really. So all I gotta do is make this thing go up. But I gotta change all of these now to take into consideration that it's no longer negative. That's the wrong negative. This is a negative that I want. And that one. This one does need the canvas, and I think it is going to be expanded upon more than this. Okay, so here's how it's probably going to expand even further. This is probably going to go out to 1.9, which means you probably need to be like 5 or something. 1.9 and 5. Got it. 1.9 and 5. All this is doing is allowing for this to increase in size. So now this needs to go down by -3 or something. Maybe not -3, maybe like -4. It also depends on if this is how big I want this to be, but I don't know just yet. Also, I should rearrange these so that everything here is kind of set in a very particular manner, so this is always set in the backdrop. How big do you need to be? That's the question. 75? Like I said, most of this don't matter. It's just there as a means to get this where it needs to be gotten to. If that's the case, then you probably need to be 0.85 then. There we go. Now that's the thing I'm not entirely too sure about just yet. But this one's pretty simple. World map -X. But this one can increase in size. Maybe not by that much. Maybe 75 will do. I guess it doesn't exactly matter. Just change the position of the canvas where it needs to be. Like, I don't know, -1 or something. Plus, this is going to be in a different spot, I think. So, like, it's not going to look like this. It's going to kind of just go downwards. So I'm going to bring this up real quick. I'm going to move this where it needs to be moved to. So it's not this. It's more so like, I don't know, 12? Question mark? Depends on how big I want this to be. Does that look even to you? Well, if we're going by the 1.16 would probably be what we need. That's way bigger than I expected. Also, I don't know why I'm doing that first. I gotta move this thing inwards, so 75. Probably. So that would mean you would probably need to be around like, ooh, sheesh. Yeah, issues indeed. Well, that's fine, because all I gotta do is just increase the size of this thing by, I don't know, 2.3, and then bring it up by 7. What does 6 look like? Yes, 7. I don't know where this is at right now. Where are you at right now? Okay, good, you're right where you need to be. That is fine, I think. I don't know, maybe. I'm just gonna say it's fine. And you're the last one we need. I'm going to go back to here, just make sure this is exactly where it needs to be. So, I don't know, like 2.0. Okay, how about 2? Well, I also got to move this, so 6, 7. Ah, perfect, of course. So now that means you're probably going to be... what? Excuse me? Does that mean you're... I don't know where the hell you are, actually. Where are you right now? Did I do something stupid? Oh, I did do something stupid. That's very astute of me. Thanks, me. I don't know. -2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5.5. I mean, who's to say I can't just increase the sizes of these things here? Yeah, I could just increase the sizes of these things here. Why the hell not? So, let's see. Would 6 look good? Jesus. Probably. Let's do, I don't know, 2.5. Nah, too big. But 55, on the other hand, now that's probably just good. At this point, we're not even trying to be consistent there with that. So, what? You're 0.55, so does that mean you're going to be 0.55? Probably. Why are you the level name? I'm sorry, but you got to be called main menu. Right? Main menu name, I should say. I'll also adjust that down there real quick, but let me just adjust this right here real quick. What were you again? 3. You know, I'm just going to say right now, I don't think you're 3. I'd say that's a good size for both of those. Alright, and of course, let's just make sure that you are select. Whoops, select. I could have just left level there. So that takes care of that. That takes care of that. The main menu there is, or the mini map there is set. We'll call this the mini map. Oh no, not mini map. Mind map. No, the world map name or instructions doesn't exactly matter. All right, it's as simple as that, really. So where the hell are you at? I question. 0.75, 0.13. So to zoom in, 0.13. Not negatives, but positives. I don't know why that's going in that direction. That's because you're 75. Got it. Okay, that's good. 75. Wait, why is this 75? Wait, yeah, actually, no, hold on a second. You're not supposed to be anything but 65. Why are you 75? Why did I make you 75? Why did you do that? I swear, my freaking brain keeps crossing wires between different things that it shouldn't be crossing. For fuck's sakes. Okay, let's fix this. You're technically supposed to be 65. What does that look like? Too big. Oh, that's why you were 75. Well, still, though, you should not be that. Matter of fact, I'm not even entirely too sure where the hell you're supposed to be going. Okay, so let's see. 6.5, 65, 66, 64. I guess that would mean that you probably have to be a different size then, wouldn't you? So, I don't know, 1.5. Stop clicking that like that. No, 0.5 or 9 or whatever, it doesn't matter. I should just adjust this where it needs to be adjusted before I do anything. 65 or 66. Something to get a nice solid square here. Have it be low enough to allow me to have like a decent amount of space here. Mini-map. And I guess the question here is, where the hell would this, what the hell would this be? I had something else here that I wanted to place, but I can't recall. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, it could just be like the same size of this, but here's like the levels and here's the requirements that you need. But it might not even need to be that size. This seems like a good size for the minimap, though, so I'll keep it as such. What are you? Alright, so how about like 4.5 or 3? Or what the hell are you supposed to be? 3.5 or 75. Somewhere so you're centered at least. Yeah, I'm beginning to think I don't need that much space here. Like, I imagine if I just remove this from the sequence here. Which ones am I going for here? Ah, yes, of course. Like, if I just made this 8 instead. And then move this up 1 to, 4? Where the hell are you? 3. Yeah, if I did that, that would work. Now I'm going to move this up to 8. Where the hell are you right now? Yeah, then that fills in all of that, assuming that that's... Yeah, okay, good. But now that means I have to adjust you to be more in the center. That's not what I wanted. And that's not more in the center either, so, I don't know, 1, 5, 6, 7, 65? There we go. Okay, that's good. That's at least better looking. I just realized I could probably just increase the size of this. That's fine. You know that select level is E. You know that escape is main menu. I mean, I could also still change it. It's not like it's that big of a deal. Again, these are just things that we want to do. So I could just copy this, call it E. And just put the E here. I don't know where the hell the E is right now. Where is the E at? Ah, there's the E. Is the E where I think the E is right now? So if I were to, like, say, bring this to 75. Eesh, okay, hold on a second there, Jimbo. -1, -2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I bring this to, like, 8, then? More in the center? No. And then 5? 5 and 0.1. And maybe like 4.9. And then I just got rid of the E here. But gave us enough space here so that that still stays as is. Honestly, yeah, no, that does look better. I'm going to stick with that. Okay, canvas, go back to here. We'll just do escape. Basically just do the same thing we did with this one. 0.8 or 8. Depends on like how big this one is going to be, because this one is actually way bigger and probably takes up way more space. So 0.1. And get rid of this. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in other words, escape here probably has to change a bit. Also, does bolt change anything? It actually does. Weirdly enough. So if I just put this at like 75 or something, and I don't know, fucking 3.5 or 6 or 75, or maybe make it 7, and make it 3, 2 point. Jesus Christ. That works. What about bolding the E? I don't know how the hell bolding actually works for this, because when I set up the font, it didn't actually bold it. What are you looking at, cat? Yeah, but those do look better. I will say that much for a fact. Does that mean I also gotta go on ahead, take the world map name? What? D I want. I don't know what I did with the X. Let me back out just in case I did something stupid. X. And of course X. And of course, I don't know. 1. This one doesn't really matter too much because it's already kind of big. Unless I decrease the world map size, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. -1, 2, 1.9, 5, 0.1, -0.1, or just keep it at 0. Make it bold. And then we just get rid of the X. I mean, I guess the only other thing I could probably do is just make this like 85 or something. And change the position of that to 0.5. So that way you see where the things are. Escape, E, X, and Q is only used for the pop-up menus that will show up when the time comes. Which is not just yet, but don't you worry, that time will come at some point. Okay, so now I just gotta take this thing over here, which is... yeah, what was it again? 67.1 and 0.65. Well, you gotta be that anyways. 67.1. 0.65. Now, here's the thing where I have no clue how the hell this is going to work. What's this thing at again? Negative. So, negative 0.67. No, 0.67. Wait. Well, okay, that one actually is different. I can't just do it like that. Where the hell is this thing at, actually? Oh, wait, I see. Okay, hold on. So I can't just do 2, because I don't think I can do 2. But I gotta do 28, actually, so... well, we don't know if this is going to work yet until after I've gotten this set up. So I'm going to go ahead, get the mini-map stuff set. Real quick, like. I'll just call this one mini-map. I just gotta get rid of all of these over here. I didn't want to grab that, you fool. I wanted to grab this. And just mini-map. A lot that must be done, but it's fine. Because at the end of the day, it means that we'll at least get the UI done with. How long have we been at this so far? We've been at this for 1 hour and 44 minutes. That's good. Alright, mini-map, good. Great, getting back in here. Followers. This should not be that. That should be called minimap, you fool. These names need to be consistent. Minimap, then the zoom out, and then the zoom in. So we're going to probably see the minimap kind of still be in screen. No, surprisingly not. But I feel like that kind of needs to move more upwards. I wonder where that is on the entirety of this. Okay, hold on, let me see. So if I brought this to like 58 instead, what would that look like? Going in, it should go in like from the corners. That's kind of good. I would say maybe try to get it to 48. Although we might need a more middle ground approach here. Oh, that's kind of good. Let's just go for a solid 0.5, and that should be good enough. Literally, like, times the size. Yeah, look at that. So you got your mini-map here showing the thing. You can even look at your world map. So pressing X takes you to a different screen. And then, of course, there's going to be the level progress stuff here. I have no clue how that's going to be set up, but we're going to do it right now, and it's probably going to be very quickly. Pretty quickly. So, progress, we'll call it. And I'll just take all of this. I'll change you to progress. This one's a bit more interesting because it does have a canvas, but it's different. It is different. So I guess first things first, I'm just going to go on ahead, take this, and this is going to go over here. We're going to get rid of this. No, that's the wrong one. It's this one, but I don't know if I'm going to have that here or if I'm going to move this up some. So, like, I don't know, 5, 7. I don't think it really matters that much because I don't think this is going to be used. I don't think it's going to be used. I'll probably just hide it for now and figure out what the plan here is with that. So this one is completely different. And you'll see why soon enough. Well, I guess there's a few things that I have to do here first and foremost. First off, I need to go over to here. Second off, I need to go over to here. And progress text. We'll just do a zone progress. And now I gotta figure out where the hell this is. And okay, that'll help at least. It'll give me an idea on where the hell this needs to be. Well, I guess first let me just move the canvas where it needs to be. So 0, 1, 2, 1.5. Good, great. And the canvas takes over what exactly? Height-wise, you need to take over more than that. 25? And go up higher. So, like, not 20, not that, 10. Is that good? Granted, it doesn't exactly matter where the hell that goes, so long as this goes somewhere. And that's probably a good solid 12.5. Or 7. And then we got your zone progress here, which is going to show off a few things. I guess this is where we could probably go on ahead and change this thing up. Whether or not I will decide to have that there all really depends. I will move you here. No, actually here. And I will move you here? 7? No, 4. Well, it can't be 4. Or it'd be 4.5. Or it could be 3. But I feel like the images, it depends on how big the images are. Of course, we're going to have like other texts here, you'll see in a minute. So let's just do -22 for now. This out of 22. Put this over here. I'm going to move this thing over some. How much is this moved over to? By 1. Oh, well, that's because you're 0.85. So you're probably completely different. That one's got to be a negative. And this one is probably going to be bold. Most likely, yeah. It'll probably be like, oh god, that's too big. 2? And we just move it over via 15, or that also might be too big. So maybe like 15. Okay, where the fuck do you need to be? 14? Okay, I guess it's still too big. 10. 9. And you'll see why it's going to be too big in a minute. 5.5. I needed to be somewhat centered. So, I don't know, 5.5 or 5.25. You'll see why I need it centered in a minute. So, I need to grab some plane. I don't know what. And I need to go over to my object materials, go over to keys. And now I need to, well, this one depends. Like, okay, we could just decrease the size, like so, and move it down to 5. Well, it doesn't have to be exactly this. It could be like, I don't know, 0.1. Move this to -1. Okay, that's a bit too small, but this is the ID. That's still too big. Okay, so then you do have to be a long one. But how long is the question? I guess I should also do level object empty, call it level completed. Put that in here. I don't know where the hell you're at. Well, first of all, you're not supposed to be this. And second of all, you're not supposed to be down there anyways, so 5 and -5. I don't know why. Oh, because, well, you don't really matter that much. No, you do. Some of you matter. I don't know why some of you matter, but some of you do matter. So what, 3 or something? No, that's just focusing. Although focusing here probably will help me get this right, if I can move this. So zoom in, but go this way, go up, and I don't know, move this somewhere. So 3, 5, 0? No, 4. Okay, so 10. I want to do 9, not that. Oh god, it feels inebriated trying to make this goddamn thing work. Okay, now we just basically reverse it. Or instead of reversing, we just rotate. Wrong rotation. 180? Is that what we want? 180? Where the fuck is it? Where the hell did you go? Wrong direction, so are you 180? No, what the hell? What are you doing? Where are you going? In that direction. Wait, then where the hell are you going? That makes no sense. Why is the Y and that changing both the same damn thing? I don't know why are you doing this. Alright, what if I just did this? Wait, no, that's the wrong one. It's this, 0.5. I think that's still the wrong one somehow. Okay, then it's this, then your 0.5. Jesus, man, this is a pain in the ass. It's fine, I can do this. I probably should have done this in a different spot, but, you know, we all make mistakes. I don't know where the hell you're at. 1, 2, 15? Why the hell am I doing it like that? I don't know. What the fuck? Oh, wait, right, of course. Then you gotta be like 8 or 7. Point, no, 7.5, 0.4, 0.3. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we just do the same thing, but then we do negative. No, we do it in the negatives now. Wait, no, positives. No, wait, that's not right either. Where the hell are you exactly? Because this probably isn't helping me in the slightest. Yeah, no, none of this is helping me in the slightest. Why don't I just bring all of you where you need to be? I'll delete you. Why am I doing this when I could be doing other things? I don't know. But it's fine. So what, like 1, 1.5? Yeah, but you're still not enough. 2 then? Is 2 what we need? Are you saying 2 is what we need? No, you're not saying 2 is what we need. Why the hell am I doing it like this? Okay, hold on. I'm putting a stop to this monkey business. I ain't doing it like this anymore. This is just a pain in the freaking ass. No, I need you to not, and I need you to not. Well, I do need you to follow this thing's position. I'm putting an end to this monkey business. This is a much easier way to go about doing this. Why didn't I do it before? Who the fuck knows? Why was I doing this in the most complicated way possible? Well, hard to say, really. Wait, what? Why are you negative? You shouldn't really be negative anyways. It doesn't really make any sense why you are negative. You're not supposed to be negative. 0.1, you fucking fool. This is going on longer than it should be going, and I don't like that. Okay, so you're not that, so you're 2 then. Good, great, fantastic. Granted, I still feel like you should be a bit more larger, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I am done messing around with this nonsense. I don't know why the hell I was doing it in that way, but it's fine. There's our plane. Granted, it's not exact with the position this is in, but it's fine. And again, this... What are you at? You're at 1. And yet you refuse to move it by 1. I don't know what the hell your size is. I guess because it's so goddamn small, you're like, you can't handle it, so I still gotta do it like this, annoyingly enough. 0.5, 0.75. Okay, what the hell does this look like? Alright, negative 0.5, the 0.5. 1, 2, 3. Is that good? Scale out. Okay, so there's still more that I want to do before I do anything with this. My god, pain in my arse. I'm going to make this one 1. I'm going to make all of these 1. That's the wrong one. I should probably do this then, shouldn't I? Okay, good. Great, fantastic. And now I just bring this up by, oh, I don't know, 4, 5, 4.5. Yes, 4.5. No, 4.5. 4.5. And of course, 4.5. Taking all these combined and, nope. And changing up the size, what do you get? A level square. Granted, there was more things I could have done with that in mind, but it's fine. We know there's a level square there, and we know that there's stuff there. I would say the only other thing I'm not entirely too sure about here is the way this is set. Yeah, so if we get like multiple, that might be an issue. So say if we are at like 22 or something. Granted, I could just put this more in the center instead of here, then just move this over to here, or negative 20 or 10 or 5, 12, 11. Yeah, 11 would work, because I think it's going to show like that. That's basically how it's going to show using its usual thing. Maybe. So it's going to show like this, where it barely changes its positioning at all. Not even when it's in that position, it stays like this. So that means I need you to either be smaller or you to be a bit more out of the way. So where the hell do you need to go? 0.5? No, 2.5? 2.25? Hard to say. I feel like that's better, so why don't I just go on ahead and decrease the size of this to like 1. Move this over by like that, I guess. And there you have it. At least the level progress. So that's showing you how many levels are here, i.e. these things changing to yellow. And this will show you icons, which right now we don't have any icons. I mean, I do have an icon, but I do want to adjust it first. Okay. And now to end off this 2-hour recording, which it shouldn't be 2 hours because I gotta do freaking next episode of Art Time soon, which I don't have up right now because I'm trying to get some space up in here. Last but not least, progress. And now I just do the same thing over here. Go up to here, a birthday cake, or past birthday. I don't know when your birthday was. I just tried to utilize your heat cycle to try to figure out when exactly your birthday was. And I think I did good, right, cat? Meow. You ain't gonna meow and give me a confirmation. You're just gonna keep walking around me. They don't know it's their birthday today. But you're only one cat, so... She don't know it's your birthday today. Alright, okay. I was going to just double check to make sure. Good, great. Progress, zoom out and zoom in. And before I do anything, I gotta make sure that this is all equal. So the zoom in needs to be positive. I think that's the only thing that needs to change in that department. And you also need to be positive. And assuming that works the same, because it is pivoting from down here, that should work. We don't have all the other stuff set up, but this is essentially what the UI is going to look like, for the most part. With the zone progress to the top right, world map to the top left. And it's kind of funny to think, because you can see a little bit to the left. Like if you go in this way, and you look to the left, you can see a little bit of it, but it gets hidden by the world map, so you don't know what's there. I feel like I'd have more space here. Hold on, let me go into... Where is full screen mode? Maximize. Again, I don't know if this is the size the maps or the camera's going to be. It seems good. It shows only one quadrant down below, and it shows multiple quadrants up above and to the right. And that placeholder text is going to change as well. Wait a minute, that placeholder text seems like it's a bit too low. Okay, hold on, let me adjust that. Well, I can't freaking tell now, can I? Let me just go over to level name, level, I don't know. We'll just call it, GN. And we'll just move the canvas by, I don't know, 0.25? I have to imagine it changes the GN to the placeholder text because no matter what, it's just constantly changing it to that. Yeah, that's better. Could go like a little further down. How much further down, you may ask? Oh, I don't know. How about... Man, I can't tell. 75. I could just change it from here, actually. I don't know why it matters. Just change it from there. How about 8? 9? Yeah, 9 kind of works. Okay, I'll just change this to 9. Get rid of you, even though it doesn't really matter. That's the one that's going to be a little bit tricky because I have no clue how the hell that's going to work properly. Unless I have the string constantly get changed via, like, scripts from a different script. I don't know about that one. If I had all the public names inside the script instead, but hard to say. I'm just going to go on ahead and do this. So I think the idea with the world map is simple. It's going to show, like, dots here. Red dots if the level's not completed, yellow if it is, dark yellow if it's locked, and green next to a yellow if it's a transition. Yeah, look at this. To me it sounds silent, but you can still hear the movement. I don't think it's doing the bring, or if it is, I can't remember. It looks like it's going in even, but it's hard to tell. I don't know why, just something about that looks cool. Just seeing the entirety of the thing go in, matching the simulation here. The only other thing I can think of is to try to make these, like, transparent and then change them to, what do you call it, so you can see a little bit of the map. But I don't know about that. The simplicity of everything just being, like, filled in like that works just fine. Thing is, you're not able to see most of the map if you're... it doesn't really matter. Moving around the map is how you see most of the map. Right now, your main focus should be the level here. I could also probably just set up like a secret little hide UI button. Like, I don't know. Not Q. I don't know what the hide UI button would be. But this is still good to have. I don't know why you wouldn't want it. Look at this. And this area is more somewhat finished, so you can see what most of this area looks like until we get... Depends. Can you see this? Look at this. Just moving on around the map. Like a player should. And we just went down a secondary path. Not even secret, it's a secondary path. If you want to, like, do anything with water, go to these 2 levels down here. Or 4. I don't know if these are going to be water, though. I don't know, there's just something about this. I can't wait to see all of these filled in with levels. I can't wait for Zone 6A to get built so I can have that spawn in here. So you can see, like, all of the stuff here, but you can't get to it because it's in a different zone. Unless you go down this path, which if you've seen by the map, there is a shortcut here, but good luck because this is meant to be extremely difficult for those who are just starting out. Yeah, and at this point, yeah, there would be, like, right here on the mini-map once it shows its face. I don't know if it's here exactly. It would probably be right around here. That's where a green dot would be above a yellow, showing that you can exit here. And now we just exit, but we can't do anything here because that's it. I must go. My people need me. We don't have that set up yet. But hey, there we go. Okay, good. At least you've seen most of what this little small UI looks like. I'm way further along the lines than I was in Dreams, that's for certain. So yeah, that's all the time I have for today because I don't have a lot of time. I have less than an hour and a half to get this thing done with. So there you go, folks. The UI is set. There's still a lot more left for me to do, but for now, thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out the playlist, say happy birthday to Shade. Meow. And of course... Previous episode, Game Crafters right over here, and the most recent episode of Minecraft ROTC edition right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Later.